Hello, everyone. I have a great story for you today. It's called Mommy's Little Monster. It's written by Don McNiff and pictures by Kate Willis Crowley. I really think you'll like this book, and if you're ready, let's get started. Trolls love their mommies. Tiny Troll loved his mommy a lot, more than puddles, more than earwigs. But Tiny Troll's mommy was going to a party tonight. "Coming with you," said Tiny Troll. "Oh no, my little monster," said his mommy. "This party's only for grown-ups. Mrs. Hag is going to babysit you." "I'm not a baby," he whined. But his mommy wouldn't listen. Tiny Troll sat on his mommy's lap while she painted her claws and curled her bristles. He held on to her leg while she waxed her tail and rubbed slime into her scales. Then she dabbed behind her ears with her blue bottle perfume and put on her high-heeled clodhoppers and her pondweed cloak. She was ready. Tiny Troll took one look at his mommy and loved her so much he nearly popped. She was the prettiest mommy ever. She was Princess Mommy Troll. He put his arms in the air. His mommy picked him up. She smelled stinky, sweet, and strange, not like his mommy at all. Mrs. Hag arrived. Tiny Troll clung on tight, but his mommy was firm. She put him back down on the ground. "Come now, my little monster," she said. "Give Mommy a kiss goodbye." But Tiny Troll shook his head. He turned away and pouted. So his mommy blew him a kiss and slipped out the cave door. Tiny Troll roared. He threw himself on the floor. "Mommy!" "Come on, lovey," said Mrs. Hag. "How about some warm mud milk and a bedtime story?" Tiny Troll liked mud milk, but no, he loved his mommy more. "No!" he yelled. He flung his toy slug against the wall. "Mommy!" "Okay," said Mrs. Hag kindly. "I'll be in the swamp room if you need me." Tiny Troll lay with his face scrunched into the itchy mat. His tears made a big wet patch. "Meeny, miny, mommy," he muttered. He drummed the door hard with his tail. Whack, whack, whack. Then he smelled a creamy, muddy smell coming from the swamp room. Tiny Troll sighed. He did like mud milk. He stood up and wiped his eyes. He peeped around the door. "Does mud milk make crying go away?" he asked. "I think it does," said Miss Hag. So Tiny Troll had a mug full of mud milk, and Mrs. Hag read him his favorite story about a little troll scaring a big wolf away. Then Mrs. Hag let him have another mug full. Tiny Troll snuggled up to her. His mommy never let him have more. Tiny Troll's eyelids suddenly seemed very heavy. He felt Mrs. Hag lift him up and carry him to his bog. She gently tucked him in. When Tiny Troll woke up, it was still nighttime. His mommy was leaning over his bed to kiss him goodnight. She was still wearing her party dress, but she had taken her makeup off. "I'm back home," she said softly, "and I brought you a treat from the party." It was a bag of rotten worms, his favorite. Tiny Troll hugged his lovely mommy and his yummy worms and smiled a sleepy smile. Maybe grown-up parties weren't so bad after all. "Who will always be my baby?" she whispered. "Who's Mommy's little monster?" Tiny Troll said, "Me." And his mommy stroked his head as he drifted back to sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching.